Hey guys, it's Minish, and today I'm going to be going over a video which shouldn't be necessary, but with the increased frequency of bans, I feel it really is necessary. For those that aren't tracking, I've had to help 4 people with permanent bans. I agree with the permanent bans, maybe not the permanent aspect, but I agree with the bans, and 4 of my community members have effectively ran it down mid with their original drafts of their applications, and we've helped them, and we're currently 4 for 4 in terms of getting their permabans reversed. And recently I had an individual reach out. We're going to keep himself private, but although I don't think he should have been permad, what he said in his response warranted that decision. He was disingenuous with what he said, whether he meant to, and he gave an excuse for his actions that just weren't true, and they were able to look up the fact that it wasn't true. So his original argument, which was a strong argument to get it at least turned to a suspension, was void. And then he even went as far to resort to personal attacks against the person in question. If you are ever in a situation where you have messed up and you are permanently banned, or you only have one appeal in pokemmo, so you really have to make it count. And just understand that your entire fate resides within the person who is looking at your ticket, and you only have one chance. You should immediately admit fault. You did a course of action that could have prevented the ban. There's never a not 100% chance. Maybe you're the outlier, right? And absolutes aren't a thing. I've had issues with a moderator friend of mine who is a close friend of mine, but he seems to forget that in any system that relies on human, there's the possibility of human error, and that also needs to get, like, that's a bad mindset to have in general. I'm capable of mistakes. Everybody's capable of mistakes. That is why the appeal system even exists. So saying that, well, we always get it right, that's just not the case, right? That's why some people feel the need to reach out to me, and I had somebody reach out to me, and although I wanted to help them, after finding out the actions at which they committed, I think that they were right to keep him permanently banned. But for him and for anybody watching this video, the first thing you should do if you are doing a ticket for your ban appeal is admit fault, right? Don't fucking justify your actions. Don't explain why it happened, right? The person reading this wants it to be short, concise. They don't want to read a paragraph. No one likes to read a paragraph, and majority of the time they already know. No matter what you say, no matter what you do to explain the situation, it's gonna come across as making excuses. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna admit fault. I was wrong, right? Messed up, or I apologize, right? Just straight up. Right? Don't be fake, be completely genuine, because there's something you can apologize for. And if you can't, well, at least come to me and maybe I can straighten you out, or maybe you are right. Maybe you are that 1% that just fell through the cracks, but even then you don't want to be rude to them, because your entire fate is in their hands, right? So, number 1, admit fault. Number 2, right? Number 2, say that in some way that you are going to be better in the future. I'm going to learn from this, right? Because if you think of it from the developer situation or the moderators, they would rather have you in the community, because it's better to have +1 than nobody at all. But their concern is you're going to be a detriment to it, right? So say I made this mistake, I will be better in the future. Not I may be better, not like I'll try to be better. I'm going to be better, right? Because you want this ban appeal to be proof, and you're putting your word on it. And if you mess up again, you're probably done. You're probably done. And you probably deserve to be done, because now it's a pattern of behavior, right? So I will be better in the future. I was at fault. And talk in some way, right? Don't be too wordy, but about how you love this game, right? And you're gonna be better, right? You don't need to say, I've been playing, you can say like, oh, I've been playing for a while, I love this game, I made a mistake, this doesn't define me as a person, right? And as always, you can stop by and ask for help, but think out, you have one shot at getting unbanned. Do not blow that shot. And most importantly, do not be disingenuous. I don't care if your reason is minor. If you are willing to lie or put a false narrative on your support ticket, nobody is going to be on your side. Right? Nobody. Like, the first thing I was reading it and I'm like, this is awful, because I'm reading the picture he's painting and I'm like, this is pretty bad. Like, this is way above my level. This is pretty bad. And then I see a developer's response, right? Keep him anonymous because there's multiple. And he says, hey, these dates don't match up. And I go, huh. I go, okay, brother, before I help you any further, can you give me these dates? And he's very, he pretends not to know what I'm talking about for multiple lines, or maybe there was miscommunication. It's not his first language. I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. But then after about 5-10 minutes of trying to help him, and I have very limited time, mind you, and I'm going out of my way to help him, and this is rubbing me the wrong way, right? Much less a support ticket. And after a while of trying to help him, it comes out, he's like, yeah, the excuse I gave for that wasn't true. And I'm like, well, then you're never going to get unbanned. Because they caught you lying, you lied about this, you painted a false narrative, and then now you're linking me documents about bad things this moderator has done in the past and trying to cancel. Like, I'm personally not a fan of that. Because it's who they are now, right? I know a lot of people like to, oh, dude, look at what Chris Tyson said in a Discord call, right? I get it. Like, get rid of them, do whatever you want, form your own opinions. But, like, if any one of us, right? I mean, some worse than others, but we've all made edgy jokes. Like, I personally don't say the racist shit and all that, but I've said some edgy shit to my friends, right? And, like, the people you're talking to are human, right? It's who they're now, right? That's the whole reason the ban system exists. It's to give people another chance. So do not lie. Do not give excuses of any sort. Do not over-explain yourself. And admit faults. And apologize. And say you're going to be better. And how you're going to be better. And I think, regardless of what you do, that will give you the best chance at getting a reversal in your decision. I love you guys. Good luck, and don't put yourself in a position to be banned in general. This shit's crazy. Bye.